It looks like this game's going to start very, very soon. Supply is going to be the first map. I believe Gold Rush is the second map. We have Turbot on defense. They're going to look to try and get in a decent hold at the beginning of this. But here we go. The Summer Cup lower bracket final in the 3-on-3 tournament is just about to start. The winner goes on to the grand final, and the loser will finish the tournament in 3rd place. We're going to watch Swinidis. He's going to be sitting on the middle area. Very different to 6-on-6. There's no build up in this situation. Pretty much a 3 medic defense. No RT spam is going to come down. And Swinidis is mainly about positioning and giving some calls where he can see them coming from. We have a double kill out from Credibilis. One did stay alive. It is silent. I'm not sure where he is. He is in the upper area. It looks like nice insta nade from Statty. Takes down Cresty. Credibilis team are only going to be able to attack with 2. And all 3 of the Credibilis team going to get taken down. Voki with a nice double man MP40 there. He might have even got the nade kill. No, that was Statty, of course. So this is a nice start. This is a nice start from Turbot. They're all set up now. And it's down to Credibilis to actually make some, you know, penetrating moves now. And I'm going to watch Cresty, who's just pistoling in the upper area. He's going to bring out the Thompson. He has saved his ammo for the respawn. Really nice shot on Swanidius. Nice shooting from Cresty. He's got 3 guys on middle. Nearly takes down Voki as well. Credibilis starting to move in on the flag. Silent one-on-one with Statty. Whoever wins this duel probably going to have the flag. And it looks like Silent's going to get that for Credibilis. The respawn is going to come in at the flag, and the plants are going to go down. Triple engineer, it looks like. They want to get this plants down really quickly. Really nice move from Credibilis. It was all from Cresty just saving his ammo on the middle area, and just pushing onto middle, putting a lot of pressure. All 3 of them had to still stay there. And we see Voki going towards the CP now. He's going to get the build as is standard. They probably will have a triple medic defense again, as again is quite standard in enemy territory. 3-on-3. I will just move my mic slightly closer to myself, guys. Hopefully you can hear me a little bit better. I was like, oh my god, it's on the other side of the table. So we're going to watch Turbot. They're going to be trying to defend the CP now. Credibilis did have a quick push, but they decided to kill out. An engineer by himself does get taken down. He surely will get revived. Shots coming in. Voki gets gibbed as well. The nice little cave push from Credibilis there. And Cresty pushing across the top. It's going to come up against Swanidius. Swanidius decides to kill out. That's probably a smart move. He was by himself. The CP is going to get destroyed and built, no doubt. The main plant has actually gone down. I totally missed this. Silent, really nice sneak. Does get naded. He might be fooled. They're going to go for a quick disarm. They know they haven't got the CP build. There's not going to be any panzers coming in. This just doesn't happen in 3-on-3. And there we go. Voki with a really nice defuse from his nade. And Credibilis really needs to look at this engineer at the top of the hill. He really needs to get that CP. They just need to go. I think rushing main isn't a bad idea if you can do it, but you really want to do objective by objective. Silent hasn't managed to get across, and he hasn't got the medic support. Cresty was a second engineer. He did push towards CP. Really nice move from Cresty to decide on going second engineer. They just wanted to get across to get that CP. So now Turbot are set up just on a respawn kill. Nice nade from Voki. Really nice nade. And that's going to really damage Credibilis' next attack. Although Cresty takes down Statty on full as well. So it's going to be a 2-on-2 situation. I'm going to follow Cresty again. Let's see what the German can do. We saw him in the first stage. He was like the big hammer on the attack. He's going to support Silent, who's going to go towards east to get down the plant. And the nade comes over. He doesn't kill Silent. Cresty's just ready, watching, trying to see if anyone tries to challenge them in this situation. They're only nades raining over at the moment. Engineer might make moves. I'm going to go to free cam just to see what's happening on the other side of the wall. We have Voki starting to move over to this east tower, and he's going to come up against Silent. Silent nade in hand. He's going to bring out the Thompson, takes down Voki. Really nice shot. And this east plant is 100% secure now. They need to move towards this main area. They have to get the truck. The truck is well back. But the plant is going to probably go down from Cresty now. He hasn't got charge from when he had to build CP. Silent has though. And a kill comes in from Swanidius. Really strange shooting from Swanidius. He seemed to be targeting the engineer that wasn't planting. That was interesting. They did the job. They stopped the plant. Nice headshot on Cresty as he was bouncing along from Rocky. And he's going to get taken down. The allies are just flying all over the place. And it's going to be Yoko, last guy alive. He's going to be able to secure this cave area. And it's going to allow Silent to just push down and get a replant. This will be the third attempt. Gets taken down again. Will they get the second plant down? This will be the second plant they've got down on main. He's going to probably get taken down again by Swanee, indeed. And that's a 2-man kill. Yoko decides to kill out. Swanee is being a bit sneaky. I used to hate when someone did that in ET. I don't know why. I just used to hate that. It was so frustrating for me. But Cresty's going to come down for a trial with this plant. And we've already had 5.5 minutes drain off the clock as the plant goes down on main. And the pushes will start coming in on East now. Rocky's gonna try and push in for a defuse. Like I said, there are no nades, there are no rifle nades, so it's all about nades and guns, and it's easier to get the revive on the engineer to get that defuse. But it's not gonna happen. 4 kills from Credibilis very quickly. Gonna shut that down, and it's gonna be up to Turbot to set up their inside defense. They've done so well so far already. Already half the time has gone off the clock. The truck is starting to move. I'm going to watch Swanidius. He's been a bit sneaky. He's got a couple of important 2-man kills so far. He really nearly just killed a Silent there. Yoko, my bad. And Yoko decides to kill out. 3-on-3 is a lot about pushing as a team. Credibilis, non-Rambo team. They seem to be playing pretty decent. Turbot, I think, a bit known more for their team play as the truck starts to creep in main. And they can hear gunfire outside main as well. And Nade propped up over the wall by Swanidius. It's not going to do much. But the next allied attack, they know it's coming. Voki gets taken down by Yoko on the push from East. And it's a 3-on-2 situation. Cresty does get a kill as well. I think Statty might have respawned there. Swanidius starts to move across to up top, and it doesn't look like Statty respawned actually, so Statty is full. It's a 3-on-2 situation. Allies are pretty much out of ammo, and they do not have an engineer, so the Axis have got away with that one, I think. As we see Silent pushing up the back, decides to kill out. They need to have an engineer now. It is going to be Silent with the engineer, and he's going to push towards main. They're going to be in the window. No, they're not. Cresty and Silent pushing up the main area with a nade getting propped up from Silent. Nice nade. That's going to open things up for the allied team as Cresty and Yoko open up the defense. The engineer is taken down. No Gib though. He could have got one knife Gib there. There is one Axis alive. Where is he? Nice nade again. But the build is going to come in from Silent. No Panzer, no rifle to fear in this window, so no block is going to really come in. And the build is in. They've got to move the truck now. They have 4 minutes remaining to get a reasonable time on the clock. Anything under 10 minutes is still really good on supply, even in 3-on-3. And that's still a doable target. We've got Swanidius. He knows there's Cresty up there. We've seen Cresty do that a few times. Just wait around in the up top area. Swanidius takes down Yoko as well, and this is so far this has been a really nice hold from Turbot. They seem to just add a couple of minutes on every stage, and those minutes really do add up. They haven't really been rolled over on a stage yet, although this stage doesn't look too good for them. And it's going to be a 3-on-1 all on Voki. Nice shot onto Cresty. He's going to be shooting against Yoko now. Nearly takes him down. Yoko very, very weak there. He was down to around about 40 health. But the truck is going to just move around the back of this enemy spawn and to the back of East Corner. And it looks like Credibilis a bit more in control. That was quite a heavy spawn kill. They were out for about 20 seconds. But Swanidius pushing out the back. Yoko decides to fall away instead of trying to challenge that. There's no real need. He's getting pushed along by the truck. Still moving the truck. It's going to be Cresty alone in East Tower. And I'm going to be watching Statty as Cresty bounces down onto the truck. Gets taken down and gibbed by the truck, in fact. So that was interesting. We're going to see the next push from Allies, though. And I'm going to go free cam because this could get a bit hectic. as a big nade comes from Statty, really well timed into the gift. I've seen Statty do that a couple of times today. That really does help. Artillery at the top of the road isn't going to do much. The allies really, it's just going to maybe ward them off for about 15 seconds, which is all you need to do really, just add some time to the clock. Silent and Yoko pushing through the double doors, and allies are clearing it out, and it looks like that is going to be that. It isn't going to be an under 10-minute time. We're going to be looking at around about a 10 minutes, 10-second time, something like that. But that is, I think that was pretty good from both teams. Neither team really dominated, but neither team really got dominated. So it's the truck's deciding not to move. That 10 minutes, 20 seconds, 10 seconds a bit later. It shouldn't really have taken that long to get the truck in. And we've got a reconnect from Statty, and that's going to mess up the stats a little bit. But I'm going to bring them down anyway. You can see how other people are doing. Voki, big kills, 21. And looking at the damage spread for Credibilis, very, very even. I would assume it was fairly even for Axis as well. Maybe Statty just a bit lower. Looking at the damage received, I'm not sure if it calculates that. No, that will be the damage received. So he's got around about 2.3, 2.4k damage. Very, very close all across the board. So that's really nice play. And as expected, we're going to be in for a really, really tight game. And I think even now, with that sort of time set, it's still anyone's game to take. Credibilis really could have a nice first stage, 3-4 minutes, and that'll be it. But if Turbot managed to get in like the same sort of time that Credibilis did, then yeah, Statty had 2.2. And it looks like Statty was having some pop-up problems. I remember those sort of problems, they are infuriating. Hopefully he's fixed that now. And we're going to get back into the final. We are waiting on just Statty to ready up. And it's going to be Turbot trying to break that 10-minute, 20-second time here on supply. They've got a lot of time to do it. You know, it isn't a short amount of time. They did have a pretty good defense. Really close to getting a full hold, only a minute and a half away. I'm going to see Swanidius be very, very quick through the tunnels. No real fear of mines or anything in this situation. He's going to go up against Yoko, but Voki nearly got up the rifle stairs. And it's Statty all alone now. He's going to challenge in this low area. Only 5 seconds to spawn. And Credibilis maybe going to make a little bit of a push. They don't know the spawn time. Double mid defense. Makes it quite hard to deal with. I think I'm maybe even a triple mid. I hear some footsteps of Cresty. We're going to pick up one of the allies, Statty. They're going to be waiting for the kill out. They want to get their kills on full. And Cresty has decided to show himself in the lower area. And Voki was so unlucky there. Nice give from Swanidius, but he's going to take full for that, I'm sure. Well, he's out for 10 seconds. It didn't actually give Voki, so Voki's going to be able to challenge with the other players for the flag. One-on-one, nice kill from Statty, and he's going to take the flag just out of time. If he would have taken that like half a second earlier, they would have respawned there. And Credibilis instead respawned on him as he takes the flag. Really, really unlucky from Statty. And at the moment, Turbot are putting Credibilis under a lot of pressure, much more pressure than was put on them in the first round. So this is about the time when Credibilis started making moves, though. They did start taking quite a lot of control. Cresty, of course, that big push on high, allowing Silent to sneak up and get a couple of shots in on the guys on mid. But Credibilis being quite ultra defensive at the moment. Big flag hold. I'm not sure where the rest of his teammates are. Maybe we've had a full spawn. We have indeed. Yoko actually killed out on full. And it's going to be 3-on-1. It's all on Cresty, who does take down one. He's going to be shooting again. He's going to be taking all three down at the same time. Nice revive from Statty. Really nice shooting from Cresty. And he's going to lose the flag. I'm trying to pick up Voki, but Cresty just keeps it going. 4 kills. What an amazing spree. I switched it over to Voki because I thought, yeah, they got the flag. he's going to hold it. But Cresty now all alone. They're bouncing in on the lower area. It's actually his teammates. And those guys were pretty much all full. Really, really nice shooting from Cresty. As we've sort of come to expect, he has seemed to get back to his usual self in the last couple of weeks. When I first started casting and I saw Cresty play, it did seem a bit rusty in ET. But here it comes again. Voki is going to get the kill onto Cresty and the kill onto Cyan. He's going to get taken down eventually by Voki, by Cresty, sorry. And maybe the plant coming in on the lower area. Nope, double medic again. And Silent got a nice kill onto Statty as well there. Cresty is in position again. And it's all on Statty in this lower area. He's going to try and get a spawn kill nade maybe. Does actually get a nade kill onto Yoko, but Cresty doesn't just shoot, he can revive as well. Voki in place, maybe as the engineer. Was that a misplant? No, he did throw it all the way. Gets taken down by Silent, and this defense from Credibilis has been very, very strong so far. Is 3-on-3 any easier? It's just different, I think. It's just different. There's no big explosives basically in 3-on-3, so it can be a bit campy. You can camp in positions where you would never get away with it in 6-on-6, but we're not really seeing much of that here in this game. There's a lot of respect between these two teams, it seems, in terms of the talent, and they're very much in sort of the positions that you'd see in 6-on-6. As Cresty gets another double kill, he's going to push up onto middle, trying to finish this off. It gets taken down by Yoko. And it looks like, I believe it's Statty is in the low area. He's going to get backed up by Voki, Swanidis as well. And they really need to get this plant down to do something. Voki actually gets taken down as the engineer. And we're going to see Swanidis stop pushing up. He's going to come up against Cresty again, and this guy is on fire. It's really hard to deal with at the moment. Getting a lot of big kills. I'm just going to pick up Cresty for the moment. Seems to be doing the big work. Gonna come up against Voki. He's gonna take him down as well. And this, exactly as I sort of mentioned in the build up to this second half of the round, if Credibilis would get a 4-minute hold, I think it was gonna be like really hard for Turbot to recover from that. And they have managed to hold for 5 minutes nearly. Cresty again in position. I'm gonna switch up to Statty. See some of the attacking plays. Statty seems to be the master of the instant nade. It's actually going to come up against Yoko, sorry. Might be in position to take the flag. Silent is up there. And they're going to respawn at the flag. Really nice play from the allies. They didn't retake the flag though. Voki's just standing here. The flag is not retaken. Is he doing this on purpose? I'm not sure if he's doing this on purpose or not. They haven't retaken the flag. This is comedy time, guys. This is comedy time. They're gonna get the defuse on this upper plant, and they're gonna push down. That is a big mistake. That really wasn't what they would have wanted. The big smileys come out from Swanidis. They had no clue. We saw Voki just dancing around the flag. What the hell was going on there? They've already pushed the truck all the way in as well. They thought they had it under full control, and wow, that is just even in chat. Guys, WTF, WTF. Nice recap indeed. What the hell? That was just next level. Wow. And the truck has been pushed all the way in, which really helps the Axis defense there. It gives them basically another barrier to hide behind. And allies are going to push towards the flag again. And all 3 Turbot players are going to get taken down. Oh wow. That was some excitement. I was like, he's doing it on purpose. He's just baiting them out. It's like, nope, he's just gonna dance around the flag. As Turbot still trying to push for this, but I think this is pretty much GG. After that flag mishap, it's gonna be the end of the game. They have only got 3 minutes 20 seconds to get all the objectives done. It's gonna be really hard to recover now, and especially as they move the truck into the lower area. Just look at Yoko here. He's using the truck as cover, although Statty destroys him. And at the moment, Credibilis don't have too much to worry about. It would take something really special to lose this now. And Turbot are still trying to make moves, trying to push up, and not giving up just yet. But I think they know that this is almost definitely over. As we see Silent Engineer get taken down by Swanidius in the lower area. They seem to have abandoned this lower area though. A lot of fights going on like the middle platforms and nades coming in on the spawn. Double nade dodge from Yoko. He nearly gets a kill onto Swanidius. I don't know how he didn't get that kill. It's going to be Silent taking down Statty and Swanidius. Going to shut down that attack. Rocky at the flag. He is actually going to take the flag this time. Yep, definitely taking the flag. I love it, I love it. And here comes the plant. They're going to take a suit. I mean, I think it would take something impossible. I don't think it's even possible at this point. Because they have to move the truck, and the truck will slow them down heavily. And they've got two 30-second plants in the way. So this is going to be GG, guys. I'm not going to put it all on Voki's shoulders, because they were getting held off for a long time at the beginning. They'd already been held off for 5 or 6 minutes. But that Voki flag cap, I mean, you can't just blame him. The other players ran away as well. They obviously didn't give the call, so it was all of them. But none of them seemed to realise that the flag had been recapped. And well, that was pretty funny. At least it was funny. And they actually get a fuse on this lower area. Crusty does decide to sneak through, being ultra sneaky now, just sitting in that corner. The flag isn't even secured because of this. And he's going to push up, come up against Swanidius. He does get taken down. So they have the flag. They finish the map with the flag. It's not too bad. And Credibilis, although there wasn't any real dominance shown on the attack of Credibilis, from Turbot or from Credibilis, a very even game. With Turbot attacking on the other hand, Credibilis seemed to be in full control of the first flag area. And that is going to be 2-0 lead for Credibilis going into the second map, which I believe is Gold Rush. I will update the scores on the screen in just a moment. Once this round is finished, we're going to just see out the rest of this game. Turbot getting in a few extra kills. Not really going to do much. Going to just save some stats, I guess. But wow, Voki definitely got the flag, yeah, that time for sure. Ginger Kid in channel, hello sir. Instagib TV as well. Nice of you guys to tune in. This is the 3-on-3 lower bracket final between Credibilis and Turbot. The winner will go on to the grand final. The loser will finish in 3rd place in the tournament. This is a little warm-up game for myself to get ready for the big hype game later, the grand final. Tag against Turbot in 6-on-6. That is going to be massive. I actually can't wait for that game. And we're just going to check the scores. It will be slightly skewed just because Statty reconnected. So as you can see, Statty had about 2.2k more damage than that. And even though it was fairly dominant, it was very even. 17.5k damage to 16k damage. I'll just bring up the stats again. But as you see, Crusty, big kills, 33. Yoko doing a lot of work as well, getting in the big damage as well. But like I say, there was no real dominance on the attack of Credibilis, but once it came to Turbot's attack, it just seemed to be something else. Really, really nice.
Prepare to fight.
So now we're going to be watching Gold Rush, and it's going to be down to Turbot to get in a good first attack. This first attack is going to be key. If they can get the tank on this first attack, it'll be a lot of pressure put onto Credibilis. Credibilis were to hold this first attack and get set up. The confidence already going into the first map is already pretty high. As I forget to update the scores, this game is too quick for me, guys. As Turbot are pushing towards me with a 3-man push. They are going to get onto the tank. Really nice push. This is what we wanted to see the other day when we watched one of the FaZe games. In terms of the FaZe 3-on-3, I think it was IGPK against SPP. We just need some good medic work, and Turbot definitely brought that. Really nice push. They get the tank within the first 20-30 seconds. And Swanidius is being really, really amusing there. Jumping around. As well as Turbot actually going to be able to get this CP. I'm going to update the scores in just a moment, guys. I do apologise. It is a 2-0 lead right now to Credibilis. And the score should be updated on your screen now. But right now, Turbot have replied in great fashion. They have got the tank very quickly. They have got the CP as well. And the tank is slowly coming down this hill. It doesn't look like they're going to get barrier made. Voki and Stati in control at this barrier. No one's able to pass. Proper Gandalf moments going on. And Voki is going to stay alive as well. So I think he has taken some hits. He is, he has been healed up. No big deal. And the tank is, again, no problems. It's going to be all the way into the onto the bridge, it looks like. Voki continuing his spree. Look at the console. Voki's got 7 kills already in this game. And the 3 at the beginning were warm-up kills, I believe. We'll see. But still, nice play from Voki. The tank is finally destroyed, but it looks like Voki's going to get a repair. Repair? How did I say it like that? Repair? The repair is going to come in, and the tank is going to destroy the gold door so they can move it in on the main objective. As we see this blow up, the main objective is inside. It is, of course, the gold crate. They've got to get that and take it to the truck. Cresty has gone Covey. He's maybe going to just try and be a bit annoying at the CP. Didn't manage to get into position. He's got to take down Sonidius. Nice shooting. Get Sonidius down to 60 health. But they have actually got the objective. And I did totally miss it. It looks like he's moved in on the truck. And he does. Stati, really nice play. Too fast for me. Just zoomed across the middle of the area. This is just unbelievable play from Turbot. They have come out of the blocks raring to go, especially after such a poor performance really on their attack on supply. Oh, what a move! What a move from Voki. Smart play. Dodges the medic by just using the tank. But it looks like his first barrier is going to get built from Credibilis. If this was to get built, this is going to add at least a minute or so to their time. And it does seem like Cresty did indeed get the CP. I'm losing the plot. This game is so quick at the moment. For a 3-on-3, very high-paced game. Nice build from Cresty. And that's going to be them adding at least, I'd say, at least another minute to the clock. It's going to take them a while to get into position to be able to plant this. As Credibilis rack up 3 kills on that defense. They're going to have a... No, they're not going to have a triple medic. We've got an engineer in Cresty. They have got a Covey as well. They're going to try to go for a destroy and rebuild. And it's going to be on Voki trying to take down the Covey. It's not going to be enough. All of the Turbot players are taken down. Silent is going to take down the CP as well. And the rebuild comes in from Cresty. And what was looking like masses and masses of dominance from Turbot has flipped again on its head. As I just go into a bit of a sneezing fit, I do apologise. But the Covey engineer move comes in again, but from Turbot. And it looks like they're going to get the build. No, nice shooting from Cresty. He takes down 2, gets gibbed by a teammate, but it's job done. And that is, the CP is destroyed. They might want to class up as an engineer. I think we might see Cresty go as an engineer here, just to get the build on the CP again. As we see Cresty indeed as an engineer. We're going to watch Silent on this upper area at CP. And what looked like could be like a 4 or 5 minute time for Turbot has turned into what will definitely, almost definitely be about, above a 6 minute time. So that's really good from Credibilis. Just adding time to the clock. That's all you have to do. You don't always have to full hold. You can recover. Even if you add a little bit of time to the clock, you can just frustrate your opponent. Who knows, this could lead onto a full hold. And they have got a dynamite plant on the truck barrier, but that's going to be easily dealt with by Cresty, who I think is very close, or in fact has built the CP very close to. And here comes the CP build as well. And that is really going to be frustrating for Turbot, who've got to have a Covey and an engineer for one of their pushes coming up. Unless they decide to plant. They should just make a decision on which objective they want to go for. And just put in loads of pressure on that. Nice shooting from Silent. Takes down Swanee very quickly. And I'm going to pick up Silent again. Haven't seen much of the German player in this game. He has been a little bit overshadowed by Cresty and Yoko, but when you've got such quality players in your team, it's going to happen. I think he must have got killed out. I couldn't find him when I was skipping around there. So Cresty looks like the last guy alive for his team. He's going to get this nade onto Statty. He's risking full here. Doesn't come to anything. He has to run away. The back off is real. He nades himself. That is not what he wants. That was a little mistake. The unhappy face for sure. As we see Turbot finally get into the CP. They're going to get the build. Just in time. No, the nade comes up. I think he would have made it. Silent, I don't think, had the angle. But Voki got smashed by Yoko's grenade. And this game has really run away from Turbot. They seem to be in such heavy control. Really nice moves. In like 3 minutes they had every single objective done except the truck past that one truck barrier. And that shows you how much that one truck barrier can change the entire game. If they didn't get that truck barrier, if Cresty didn't get on that truck barrier, it would have been game over. And we see Yoko getting in a double kill. Cresty's going to tap CP. Really nice play from Cresty. Look at that shot as well. He decides to come back, tap CP, so that the engineer 100% can get in on it. And he had to deal with a nade. It was Statty with the grenade. He's going to get taken down by Cresty in the end. Yoko's going to get the kill revive. And it looks like Credibilis have got a lot of control in this game. If they, of course, were to full hold, that would be game, set, and match. There would be no way back for Turbot. They would indeed 100% lose this game. And now the pressure is on Turbot. They only have 4.5 minutes to really get things moving. You need to destroy this CP as well. And Yoko's coming up for a bit of the back shoot. Does manage to get taken down. And it's going to be Cresty against Swanee. Nice shooting from Swanee. And Plant is going to go down. Nice again from Swanee. The Plant is down on the truck barrier. I would say that's probably the more important objective. If they were to just get the truck past, they could at least put a lot of pressure on them. And I'm going to go free cam for this. As we see a couple of the axes here. We've got one engineer. Cresty being very sneaky. He's going to go and push through the CP area onto the bridge. He's going to maybe go all the way around. This dynamite's going to blow though. He won't be able to get here in time, I wouldn't think. The defuse is coming in. He's going to get killed by this if he's not careful. And I'm not sure that was worth it. They just need to get the truck past the barrier. Statty gets taken down by Silent, and the rebuild's coming in from Cresty and Yoko. And that has just cancelled out that plant. That is really unfortunate. All of the allies got taken down after the barrier got blown. And they're going to have to start again from scratch. Really nice recovery in this game from Credibilis. I think this is just this is what a lot of players can just take note from. It's not over until it's over, guys, ever. And we have a dynamite plant on the spawn as Voki falls to his death, amazingly. I'm not sure about that dynamite plant. I'm sure there's a reason for that. But right now, Credibilis pushing all the way up to their spawn. Yoko nearly does a Cresty there and nades himself. As I'm going to switch it up and watch a bit of Silent. I was going to watch a bit of Silent, but that's the caster's curse. So Statty gets a 2-man. It's all on Cresty. He's got the respawn coming in of his teammates. He does get one. Get some shots onto Swanee as he knows Voki's in the area. Nice shot from Cresty. Doesn't want to try and challenge for the last kill. He doesn't want to risk full. The revives have come in though. Statty gets taken down. Statty takes down Cresty, sorry. And that's Cresty out for 10 seconds. A chance for allies to really do something. They're going to push into this barrier before the respawn. As the revive comes in on Voki. I don't think he's going to be able to get this plant down. But he's going to go up against Cresty, who gets taken down. But he's going to surely get revived by Silent. Pistol fire coming in. Nice shots from Statty. If only the last guy was an engineer, that would have been something indeed. But they're going to have to push down. There's still enough time for them to set a time. But they're dealing with Credibilis, who seem to be very, very confident at the moment. But like I was saying, this is something to take note from if you're not what I'd say an elite player in enemy territory. It's never over until it's over. One barrier can save you the game in ET. That's how it's geared up. It's one of the reasons I actually dislike the game. Because there's too many chances to recover. But a lot of people like the fact that there's so many stages in ET. But here we go. We have Credibilis with only a minute on the clock. I think it's impossible to do now. The barrier has not been planted, and that is going to be a full hold on Gold Rush with what looked like to be a 3-4 minute time. Quite incredible comeback from Credibilis in this round. And they're actually going to take this game and go through to the grand final. I'm not sure if they'll play out the game or not. I hope they do. It would be nice to see the last round. But that is, I think Turbot can be really disappointed with that game. Going into tonight's grand final as well with Tag, they really want to fix up some of their shortcomings. I think they're going to have a couple of extra players to help them out. Wally, of course, big experience, and Calibri, and I believe is it Twilly? I'm not sure. Probably missing quite an obvious player out here, but this is going to be a full hold from Credibilis. Very, very, you know, very deserved after such a great recovery. All they did, guys, I'm going to be honest, all they did was build a barrier. They didn't have anything else that they did in their defense that stopped that. They built one barrier, and that's it. That was it, GG. Sonidius throwbot. Indeed, that was a big throw. And looking at the stats, Cresty again, big kills. Got reasonable gibs as well. Turbot started so strong and just petered off a little bit. But we're going to see the last attack come in. And it's going to be Credibilis trying to take the 4-0 victory. They won't win a 3-1. It's all about the 4-0s. The score at the moment is 2-0 to Credibilis, but they've just got a full hold, so they have secured the victory already. It was quite a victory at that. Like, to do it in such a way is very impressive.
Prepare to fight.
Medic. Medic.
And we're going to see Credibilis attack now. They're going to be trying to secure their 4-0 victory. And this will be the last half of the match. Of course, the game is already set and done. Credibilis are the victors. They're going to go on to the grand final. And we're going to see Yoko go for a bit of a fly. He does actually die, falls to his death. And Turbot getting in a reasonable first set of defense. Cresty, though, is going to do quite heavy penetration on this main area. It's only Sonidius alive at tank, sorry. He does take some more gunfire. And Silent just walks in main. Gets taken down, and it looks like Silent is going to be able to build this tank without too much of a problem. He's on the MG as well, takes down Statty. No problems for Silent, just walks in main, gets the job done. And the tank is going to go down the hill again. This is exactly what we saw from Turbot in the first round. Very, very quick start, early dominance. And unfortunately, their attack just went to nothing. And we'll see how Credibilis can go now. We've got Voki trying to push onto the bridge. We've got Cresty giving him a lot of fire. As Yoko gets an insta-give grenade. He's going to get taken down eventually by Statty. Voki is going to build that CP. And Silent in position at the tank. Just gets the tank to go past the barrier now. And he's just left Cresty to take the tank past the barrier. I guess he realised that nothing can be really done in that situation. 3 kills from Turbot takes down the entire Credibilis team. And they're at least going to be able to hold on to this area for a little bit. Their tank is damaged as well, which is going to slow the allies down very slightly. Voki getting in some gunfire on the respawn of Cresty as well. It looked like he got Voki on full as on the respawn. And Turbot doing quite a good job so far of getting something back in this game. Bit of glory. Nice nade from Voki. Nice shooting as well. He's going to deal with Cresty to rotate from the old CP. He got the call from Sonidius, who got taken down by the German. But he's actually going to push forward on the respawn. He's going to risk full in this situation. Not sure about this idea. There's not much of a risk. I know they have already lost the game, but he does actually take down Silent, the engineer, who wasn't getting any backup. The Covey, who is Yoko, is going to push slowly towards CP. He does get headshot on Swanidis before getting dropped himself. And we've got Credibilis bouncing down the main hill. And this is what we've seen a little bit of from Credibilis. 1s and 2s pushing rather than pushing as a team. You need to always have a medic with the engineer, in my opinion. He needs to back up. He's not going to be able to last very long if he comes up against 2 guys. And here we finally see a bit of a push from allies. And they're going to come up against Swanidius. He's going to get dropped by the Covey Sten. He's going to get the destroy. Decides to blow himself up as well. Crusty is in position to get that revive. And I keep saying the RE words. Anyway, the build is coming in on tank as well. Statty is going to move in. And Turbot again taking a little bit of control of the tank area. Just under 4 minutes gone on the clock. And Credibilis slowly but surely creeping towards the finish line. Yoko thought he heard some footsteps there. And Axis have rebuilt the CP. I guess that was Voki. We're watching Swanee, who decided to respawn. The tank has been destroyed again. So Turbot, if they would have managed to get a really quick time like it looked like they were going to get, I think they would have been safe for the map victory. But in the end, it just wasn't to be. Nice shot from Swanidius, takes down Cresty. I'm going to switch up to Status in another sneaky, annoying position that I used to hate. As a Covey comes up to CP, he's actually nearly going to get a Covey satchel kill. That would have been quite something. Statty in position, waiting for the engineer to just walk up this ladder. Does eventually take him down, as all of the players are taken down for Credibilis. Turbot again showing that if only they would have got a good attack off. Well, if only they would have finished off their good attack. It wasn't if they would have got a good attack. They had an amazing attack. In 3 minutes they had the tank, the CP, the gold in the truck. They had everything. And there was only one little barrier that's not important. And then, yeah, Credibilis showed how important that one barrier can be. Managing to hold a truck barrier for 9 minutes. Really, really important. And, Voki's been really dangerous with these nades, actually, on the respawn. And we watch Yoko trying to do a lot of pre-shooting, sort of giving away his position at the same time. I think maybe a slight situation that Credibilis realised that they can't lose this game, so no real pressure, but they could just win. They could just win. And as they move towards the tank, we're going to see Silent get blocked off by the unbuilt tank. And he actually kills Cresty. Fortunately not on full spawn. I think Yoko might have actually gone out on full there. There's nades raining on this tank again. Swanidius takes down Silent with his MP40. I didn't see where that came from. He gets insta-gibbed by the nade as well. And Turbot, I've said this already, but I do feel sorry for them. It was a really horrible situation. Credibilis, all credit to them. They did so well to hold that stage, but his Statty in the position we saw him in earlier, really annoying. Gets a really nice 2-man there. Takes down Yoko in style, double headshot. And that's the pains of running with only one medic. Your guys are actually going to have low health on the respawn. I think they can only have 100 health, or 110 health, there we go. Well, it's slightly different, I think. So with 5 minutes remaining on the clock, the game is done and dusted. Only 5 minutes. Credibilis are the victors. They're just trying to grind out a 4-0 victory. But Turbot are not letting them have it very easily. They've only got 4 minutes and 47 seconds to get this done. And it doesn't look good for them at the moment, I've got to be honest. Turbot showing what they're worth. Maybe a bit too little too late, but really needed to get their attacks going a little bit more clinical. Looks so good though. I'm going to keep saying this. That attack was just so good. Don't think I've ever seen an attack so good. And then still get full hold. It was it's really disappointing. A nice give onto the engineer. That's going to slow down the allies a little bit more. There's not going to be any tank wheel coming in. There's not going to be any CP. Nice shot from Voki. Takes down Cresty really easily there. And the angle really didn't favour either opponent. Voki takes down Yoko as well. Voki on fire at the moment. I'm going to switch it up and watch the Finnish player. Nations Cup winner, of course. And he's going to be playing later as Turbot take on tag in the 6-on-6 grand final of SummerCup 2014. Which is going to be, I think, a really, really good game. Turbot come from the lower bracket. Tag from the upper bracket. So Turbot will have to win twice. But in that sort of situation, those two teams are so good. Either team could win twice. It wouldn't matter too much who was coming from the lower bracket, I feel. But this game is going to be Credibilis' double TK grenade. Silent. Maybe a sigh of relief that it doesn't really count for much in the shape of the game, but it looks like Turbot are going to grind out a full hold as well. So we're going to finish the game perhaps on 3-1. Voki again with a kill on that corner. He loves that corner. And he's going to hang around again. He knows the respawn of Axis are coming in any second. He's going to prime a grenade up. Pops it in. Hits an allied, but he doesn't take him down. Cresty does manage to get the kill onto Voki. Bounce down onto Swanelius. And Swanelius actually picks up a double kill. Statty again in that very annoying position. And 2 minutes 20 on the clock. They have probably not got enough time, even if Turbot were to go AFK. So this is a nice little reply from Turbot. I think they maybe can just brush it off. They'll finish third in the tournament. It's it was just a couple of poor situations from them. The flag situation, all three of them just decided to ignore the flag. They didn't realise that the recap had happened on supply. I don't think that made too much of a difference. They'd already been held off for a very, very long time. And of course their attack really didn't get finished off. The barrier build from Credibilis looked to be like a short-term just slow down, but it turned out to be a map-winning, game-winning build from Cresty, as the rest of their defense was non-existent. But that's what it takes, really. You need to take one good stage and you can be winning the game. We've got Yoko on the rifle. He's only going to be able to use the Garand, but he gets in a couple of shots against Statty. Statty probably got taken a little bit by surprise there. Pretty amusing weapon to use in 3-on-3. Can't, of course, load up the rifle, but that gun is very powerful. It's like 40 damage per hit or something. Headshots, I'm not sure. As Voki again on this corner primes up a grenade. And this is going to be the end of the game, guys. The 6-on-6 game is in precisely an hour and a half, I believe. Or maybe half an hour, I'm not sure. This game has actually lasted quite a while, considering it was a 3-on-3. I'll just check Games TV for 100% when the next game is going to start. And it is going to be in half an hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Oh, thank you very much, Kane. Appreciate it. So much love. I can feel the love for sure. Thank you very much for the donation. The game is over. What timing with that? Big donation there. Thank you so much. I'm going to bring up the scores before they disconnect. Am I quick enough? Yes! We see some big kills. Look at that. Outdamaged. Credibilis slightly outdamaged, but 39 and 38 kills from Voki and Swanee. Really, they're going to be very disappointed with that, I think. They outdamaged them by over 20 kills. But that is going to be the end of the game. With a 4-0 victory for Credibilis. 4-0? Sorry, my bad. 3-1 victory for Credibilis.